Friday, everyone. Lunar Beaches Crypto in the house. Great Friday, guys. So happy to be with you guys today on Friday. So, guys, do you have any plans for today? Let me know right here if you're going to be trading at home and family, go out partying. Let me know what you're going to be doing. In the meantime, today we're going to be taking a look at the follow-up, all right, on yesterday's class. I want to kind of like wrap things up, just finish up on what we looked at yesterday, which was or what do I look to enter into a trade. Also, I want to go over OP, another trade that I opened yesterday. Yeah, it was basically yesterday or basically today in the morning. All right. And then also want to go over, oh, I was forgetting. What's up? Let me read you guys. Let's see. I'm gonna party this week for all of my crypto gains. There we go. Look at that. Loving that. Hi OC. Hope yours having a great morning. I am. So for that, I changed the camera angle. It's like two in front of the comments. So I need to twist and bend my neck in weird shapes and do some motions there. So guys, let me get started with you because you guys are the most important part of ChartPrime and of course of this class. So let me shout out the variants in the class. Chuck, what is up, Samurai? And welcome. Brownie, what's up, brother? Welcome. Legion, welcome. Dan Groove, what is up? We also have ASIO as Barash, what's up? Kim Ku, what's up, Samurai? We also have in the house Lunar Beaches Crypto, what's up? Also, I've been seeing Seva asking a couple of questions in the chat, so shout out, brother. If you have any question, please let me know. But also make sure you go watch the important classes under the additional content on your site menu. We also have here 83JP, what's up? We have One Way Mr. Jay, what's up, brother? And thank you so much for today in the morning. We have Jakey, what's up, Jakey? We also have here RC2. So RC2, thank you so much for all your work, all your hard work right here on the Discord server, keeping us safe and also answering any and all of our questions. So guys, please, let's just do some shout out for the new members. Let's send them some hearts and also let's invite them to ask as many questions as they can. New members, just so you know, right here to my left, or it's gonna be changing, so to my left you're gonna be seeing this chat is for you to type. Why? Because everything that you type is gonna get you points. In those points, you can exchange them for training view coins. So that is free stuff, guys, that you can get just for typing. So if I ask any questions and you don't know the answer, doesn't care, doesn't matter, just throw it out there, whatever you feel like it. Also, just let me know your opinion or even give it a guess. So your participation matters, and we're trying to give you a little bit more back on your participation because that is what makes this class fabulous. So let's get rolling because we have a ton of things. And also, the last thing that I was about to tell you, I am taking profits on the Bitcoin long that I traded. Remember that we were looking at the range and I was saying for 3 days consecutively that range is looking like it's going to be breaking to the upside. The only downside that I was looking at, and I had an open position right there, it was that we could be having a fast pullback. I was prepared for it. It did not happen. That is fine. I still went in. Remember the hedging strategy that I had going on there. And you got points. Love that, Mr. J. Shout out for you, brother. And I got 500 coins the other day. Really nice gift. Thank you for that, Kim. Thank you for your participation. That is the least that we can do for you guys participating. Thank you for sharing that with us. So being watching the predictive ranges, very interesting. Oh yeah, I love them. It is one of my favorite tools. They've been here for a long time and they just keep getting better. So let's roll and let's take a look at my charts in here. So today is not my remote is not working. I have no idea, no clue why. But it's gonna be just a little bit of a latency between me changing back and forth on the charts. All right, so bear with me. So let's go to the charts and let's see what I got here. So I want to get started. By the way, I want to get started with hello. That is a promise that I made to 4chain, but I don't see him here. Let me tag him and we'll take a look at that 4chain. Let's take a look at hello. All right. So once he connect, guys, give me the heads up and we'll take a look at hello because I am planning to buy, and also I want to share with you the falling knife strategy that is solely based or mostly based on the volume profile bar magnifier order blocks by Jacob Maccabee. So crazy indicator right here. Look at that, calling those pin bars or those absorption zones or those big movements right there. So looking forward to that one. All right, I'm gonna just leave that for last. Let's go to CTSIU. And by the way, we just had an alert ringing right now live. Look at that, 11:08. For me, it's 11:12. So a couple of minutes. All right, it's RNDR. We're gonna be taking a look at that one. And if I need to, I'll be opening a trade right here live if I need to. I haven't even looked at it, right? So again, this is not financial, guys. In fact, do not follow these trades. But if you are going to anyways, well then just make sure that you're using your style, you're using your own confidence, and also it has your own approval before you enter that trade. Remember, this is not financial advice. All right, let's take a look at what I did on CTSI. So I was looking at like closely. Remember this one? And let's take a look at it since when. Look at that. We created, or last time that we had an alert crossing, it was on last trigger February the 7th. So 2 days ago, all right? It's been a while. It's been a while. Not that much, right? But look at that. We did not hit the top of that alert, all right? It was just barely there. I basically went unnoticed in that one. If that would have hit it, man, that would have been an amazing short, all right? An amazing short. Nonetheless, you can see where is my entry. This is an updated entry, all right? So this is my real point of entry and on the real candle. So I mean, so sorry for me. I do still see a possibility for this one, especially, I removed everything here. All right, especially since what I'm looking for is a possible flip of the ribbon here, all right? And then after that flip of the ribbon, maybe going to find this support line here because that is where we got the alert. We're gonna be taking a look at white. All right, and maybe bounce 1 or 2 times somewhere around here because this is the 4 hour and I'm very zoomed in. All right, let me start just turning off some stuff in here and also bringing up support and resistance. Look at where is this support. This resistance a little bit too far away, but that's fine. That is in case we break to the upside, all right? And that is a real possibility. Guys, we are bullish on CTSI. So why am I shorting it? I'm shorting it because I did see the possibilities right up here, all right? And this was a very dangerous short. This is a short-term short trying to catch a Wyckoff pattern here, right? So look at that. It is inverse. My brain kind of like it goes in the other way around, but I caught it here thanks to one way, if I'm not mistaken. So going down, I'm going to say that backwards because that's how my brain cuts it, all right? So going down, having a little range, V-shaped recovery, and if this high is not higher than this one, but somewhere equal, I could be going for a Wyckoff range, right? I could even be wrong, which is what I'm counting on, all right? I could even be wrong and not getting this as a ranging zone, but this one as a ranging zone, right? So do you see why my second half of position is somewhere here? Because if I go here, I could be entering here, all right? But below, as I break below, all right? And then if I bounce to the upside, I'll be opening a long. If I break right here, the oscillator, if I go like that, right? But it wouldn't be like this. It will be something more like that. I want to add to my shorting here. As I break through, retest, and now we go to the dynamic reactor, all right? That is the second possibility. Going back to the Wyckoff range, I have just a half of an entry because this is a dangerous and late entry for me, all right? So that's why I'm not risking a full movement there. So I want to take some profits somewhere around here and then wait to see if I bounce. If I bounce, which is my plan A, that is exactly what I am expecting, I will be opening a long, maybe slightly above this alarm set, all right? Maybe slightly, just to make sure that I am having that bounce and I am holding above the zero line. That will effectively get me a hedge, and when I get all the way here, I will be adding whatever is left from the short to this area. All right, so therefore I'm seeking to have two full positions and bounce between those two areas. All right, so any questions on the ranging strategy, please let me know. Also, let me just start also bringing up another things. I close a ton of things that I shouldn't. All right, I believe this is it. Yeah, I'm gonna be turning on order blocks. Here we go. Perfect. Let's just wait a second here for the order blocks and look at that high order block. Now you see what I'm looking at that area. And then if I start turning on, let me see, where did I have them? I had them here, but I also turned them off. That is, what is it? Liquidity zones. Here we go. Most likely, and I do remember, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe, yes, there we go, that we had a ranking of 100% right there. You see that? So we are basically within a possible ranging area. And if I move slightly to my left, just to get rid of these candles in here that are maybe messing up my calculations, let me just cut them off and just do something like from here, all right? I want to start looking for where retail is fighting and where smart money coming in, all right? So I do see very low volume up all the way here, but high volume somewhere in here. So yes, I know that I have selling pressure here, but I'm counting that my order block, and let me turn on my order block. Where is it? It is right here. I'm counting with my order block. And why? All right. This is duplicated. There we go. Much better. Let's just wait for it. Perfect. Let's save it. And there we go. I'm counting with this high order block, this support, right? And this area right here, I know it's not pairing, but this area acts as a first break, all right? As a first break. So when I start hitting that area, I might just slow momentum, all right? And then go to the high area here and then bounce from it. So remember, plan A, it is actually bouncing. That's what makes this short very dangerous. So again, this is a late entry. I should have entered right up there, but my calculation where to set my alert was I just overshoot for a slightly. Let me see. Let's see my calculation, how far off it was, right? Look at that. I mean, this is the things that kind of like, all right, make me mad just not to say it, not to swear here live, but come on. I mean, look at that. It is one of those things, and Measure Pain, are you here, buddy? That you're gonna recall with me, because I remember on the previous classes when we were looking at OP and we set it up. It was OP or AVAX, I don't quite remember. We were setting up, both of us, our alerts, right? And you suggested a point. I also agree on that point. We set the alert, and it was just like that. It was just like that, right? Barely did not have it and had a beautiful reaction. So we were off just for what? What is it? 0.4%, 0.4%. Look at that. All right, hilarious. But that is just the way to go, right? What can we do? Well, we can go back in time. So if you have a time machine, please let me know. We can go back in time and fix it, or we just can accept it, move on, and keep seeing where our ads are All right? So that's the second one. Since I don't have a time machine, the second one is the one that I'm going to be doing, all right? So just resigning on that trade. Well, that's nice to meet you, but it's long gone, all right? I want to read you guys because I did ask you if you had any questions on the hedging strategy, and I want to also read you there. Hi everyone, what is up, buddy? A little bit just crypto. I started working on 5 a.m. scalping strategy. Oh, little bit just crypto in the house. If you have time, let me know. I would love for you to get together with me, and maybe I would leech a little bit of your knowledge out of you. I want to learn from your strategy in that 5 minutes. I am trying to practice. So in a long future, if I get drafted for the trading wars, I want to be able to kick ass in there. So remember, if you want to be successful, surround yourself with successful people. That's why we got Little Bitches Crypto in the house, brother. All right, Kim Cool don't see what your risk reward ratio was. All right, let me take a look at that one. My risk reward ratio is 1.25. That means, but that is my extended target. All right, my extended target is all the way down here at the trend line. So I'm not expecting to get here. I'm expecting to hit somewhere around there for my extended target. So for my extended target, I'm good to go with that a full entry, all right? But if I'm looking at not my extended target, my early profit will be somewhere around here, which makes 0.65. So it's below a one risk reward ratio, right? So Kim Cool, I know you know this. What do I do if my strategy is telling me you still on time for a short? All right, so if my strategy is telling me green light for a short, but my risk reward ratio it's below one. What do I do? It's right there on the screen, but let me know. If you don't know, also give it a guess. Guys, also if you guys want to give it a guess, please do it because remember, you are earning points. Have an entry. Auto will override your settings. Oh yeah, that is for CVAS. And yes, one way you are correct, buddy. Half of an entry. So I'm trying to cut my risk in half, all right? Or as much as I can. But I also don't want to fail short, neither overshoot. So what is the equilibrium between a big or a small position, right? That is 50%, isn't it? So that's why I'm going with half of a position, 50% of a full position. For me, it is 3% of my whole wallet, my trading wallet, all right? 3%, it's one full position, all right? Half of a position goes for 1.5%. All right, so that's what I'm trying to do there. Cutting in half my position there, you can see it, half of an entry. So half of an entry, here we go. We already have one full candle closing or almost there. I mean, yeah, it's not there, sorry. But it seems like it's gonna be there. Let me see when is that candle closing. Give me 1 second. Let me just get this out of the way, perfect. So the next one, this one, it is open up at 10 a.m. All right, for me, it's 11:24. It should be ending in up or yeah, at 14 hours. So we still had a little bit to go, but so far it's looking cool. Why? Because look at the week. The week it started below into the green area, right? So what I'm looking for, it is the very first candle closing fully wick and body in the green. Once that happened, what am I gonna be doing with my stop loss, guys? Let me know. One way, you got it, baby. I'm seeing you typing there. What's up? Let me know. As I don't yet, I'm reading here. Let me see. Master Sergeant, what is up, brother? Just in case you didn't know, funny story about me. Master Sergeant, I tried to get drafted or get into the Air Force on the States. I wanted to do my service there as a pilot. I was 17 at the time. But I didn't, I mean, life just turned out the other way around. But I do have a great respect for all of the military people here. That was my dream job. In fact, my grandfather, my biological grandfather, was a military pilot in Mexico. In one of their missions, their plane failed and they crashed, and we never found the body. So, well, they didn't because I wasn't born when that happened. So yeah, I mean, that is basically what I didn't get to be a pilot. Yes, because I did grow without a grandfather. But yeah, I salute you guys, especially military people and pilots. That's what I always look up to. Tradeflight, he's a military pilot. Master Sergeant, hey OC, hey Saeed, what is up, brother? All right, let me read you. Saeed said, look at that, 900% gains, BTC at 200x. Crazy leverage. Love it though. I'm not gonna be doing that amount of leverage, but I mean, you know, if you know what you're doing and you know the risk and you decide to go for it, right? I'm not telling you to go for it. I'm just saying that if you know the risk and you are willing to accept it and you have the skills, that's good to have when you're doing that. All right. And very amazing. Look at that. Hey, OC, it says also 200x again, BTC 847. So it seems like you open up multiple trades there. So spreading the love, brother. Not a pilot, but spent 22 years in Air Force. Oh, look at that, TB Cooper. Tell me a little bit more on that. Saeed, go for it. LFG, I know. Let's go. And like, I mean, let's go and take a look at here. One way mentioned move stop loss to entry, right? So whenever or if I can get one full candle, body and wick in the green, I will be moving my stop to entry. Not quite there yet because this candle is still on the play, all right? There's another thing that I'm gonna be doing. If maybe this candle wicks back down here, I already have TP0, I already have TP1 set up automatically. And guess what I'm gonna be doing? I'm gonna be setting up an alert. All right. So you're gonna be seeing two kind of alerts here. The first alert is all the way up here at 0.28. By the way, I haven't configured as is on my taking profits. My taking profits is already set. It's somewhere around there. I'm not sure on the numeric value, but I'm placing it there for you to see. All right. And then the secondary alert is going to be this one when I start overshooting. If I overshoot by any chance, I'm going to be looking at my oscillator and then taking into account if I'm going to let that short run or if I'm going to be opening a long there for a possible ranging scenario in here. All right, so there you go, guys. Live playing out the ranging scenario or trying to play it out. Do I know if it's going to be playing out? No, I don't know, but this is the way I do it. When I start seeing the signals, I start moving carefully, start testing the waters, start opening a caution or a very small or kind of like a half entry position, looking for those signals, looking where is the high resistance, looking where is the high support, and then go for it, right? Because 100% knowing about where is it going to be doing, I don't think that anybody does know that for sure, all right? So moving on into OP. OP, this is one that I've been looking at very closely. Look at that. In fact, I already have removed everything here, but just bear with me. We broke. We're going for that retest. We retrace it, but we make it back up again, all right? If we take a look at the 4-hour or even daily, we did got to this, let me just remove this, all right? We did got to the POC right here. And remember, I did close this one. I did remove all of the drawings in here. I don't know if I can go back. Let me see if I can. There we go. Perfect. That's it. Those are the drawings that we did on the previous class, right? Remember, I was expecting a possible bouncing zone all over here. We did not have that one, but we had a steady move to the upside, all right? Just for speculation purposes, it had the same, I mean, look at that, almost exactly the same movement there, all right? Yes, I was just slightly above what I was predicting, all right? So what am I thinking? I am thinking that if I can break through this money flow POC, first, I need to see this big candle. I'm not saying that it's going to be this one that we are onto. It could, all right? Or maybe it could be the next one. I don't know. What I'm saying is that I want to see, not that I'm going to, but if I see it, all right, I want to see a further continuation to the upside all the way up here for an overbought signal, all right? Maybe a big seeker all the way up here, breaking through, then going back for a retest and making the last push. There's another scenario. There is the bearish scenario, which is we are making a dead cat bounce, and that is because we have a double topping here, and this could very much be a dead cat bounce. So be very, very, very careful. If I start flipping to the downside here, I'm gonna start opening a short somewhere around here, all right? Somewhere around here. So there you go, guys. I am going to be placing my alerts in there. And this is daily, so we have a couple of days to go. Let's go just to wrap it up on 4-hour. All right. And you'll see that our analysis was actually based on the 4-hour. So you can see here this little ranging zone here. Now you can actually see that our upwards ranging, it actually played out with one single fake out in here. Nonetheless, look at that. Everything is still above that zero line. All right. So any questions so far? Let me know. And by the way, why am I trying to sell here? Because I have negative volume right here, right? And now that I'm cutting out that area, in fact, let's try to cut out this other area to see what is it, the latest volume here. So I'm trying to cut out as much as I can for the volume profile to give me recent data. So look at that, everything, or right here, it's selling, then buying, and then selling. So it's very close to where I'm planning to sell all the way up there, all right? Any questions on OP? Please let me know. Let's see. Not a pilot, but stay for 22 years there. Go for it, LFG. Also, Chair Force vet. But like I joke, like Chair Force? Or was that a typo? If that is it, I'm also a Chair Force, buddy. Hold when for 3.0. HOLO. So, HOLO. went for 3.35 to only, Jesus, that wasn't crazy. Master Sergeant, we need, or I would love for you to give me a little bit of your time, maybe on the upcoming classes, maybe this upcoming week, if you have a time, and maybe just go ahead and explain what you do, what you look at, because just a complete transparency, I do not do penny stocks. You do it and you do it the classical way. I believe that is important. Classical TA, it's always important and it's worth taking a look at that. All right, let me see. I'm turning down. Guys, is my audio sometimes breaks when I yell at the microphone? Let me know. Because I mean, for some reason, I learned to yell out at the microphone. Back in the day, my first microphone, it was a very cheap one, so I needed to go like that and yell at it so you guys could hear me. But now that I have a good enough mic, I'm still yelling at it. I'm going full bananas to it. And I do see like right here the Elgato XLR kind of like going the other way around, like I'm maxing out. So I just want to know if that the audio is playing out nicely or am I breaking down. I have heard all of those jokes. Oh, the chair for it and love it. All right. Blue dot is called Peak Seeker. Yes, it is called Peak Seeker. OC, what does the ribbon not in the cloud mean? That is overextending either to the bearish or to the bullish. But also, most importantly, it is that, like for example, if it's coming out from the red cloud and going farther down than the red cloud, that is more bearish or a little bit more of the momentum bearish that we should or was expected. All right, but the most important part is looking at the zero line and looking at the ribbon comparison to the zero line. Are we still up there? Are we crossing down? Well, then if we start crossing down and we are outside the cloud, be worried because we're going down fast. All right. If it's between those areas, also big important thing, you are looking for the clouds compressing. When they get tiny compressed and the price is bouncing between that compression, be ready because we're gonna have a blowout price. All right, you sound great. Thank you, keep cool. Love it, brother. Thank you for the feedback. Glad I joined the military, but even happier I'm out. All right, love that one. All right, you said great. Thank you. Chuck, are you comfortable sharing ballpark P&L? Profit and loss? I do. I mean, well, you want me to share my net value, I don't feel comfortable at this point. I'm just gonna be telling you that I am a whole coiner, just so you know, whole coiner, and a slightly bit more. All right, so I don't want to go that because many of the new members kind of like are coming from the social media. All right, let me also go with you. I started following CryptoFace from earlier on. I was one of these early, like I believe one of their first batch followers. I never paid for their indicators. He didn't even had an indicator back in the day, right? I never joined his community. I just watched how he was trading and stuff, right? So it was very, very impressive. Also, I do remember, like for example, other celebrities, right? Like going bananas with their gains, and I was saying to myself, well, I do have this X amount of money. Just so you know, I started with 50 bucks. All right. I started with my first deposit was out of 50 bucks. The rest I made it mining. All right. So just so you know, I did mine. I increased my wallet. But then when I had to rebuild everything, I needed to rebuild it back to somewhere like 50, 60 bucks. All right. Thanks God I did recuperate from that. I mean, that was one of my darkest episodes of myself. All right, so got a little bit depressed, lost a lot of money, and that's when I said, all right, I'm not gonna let this get into my personal life. I need to come out on top of this, right? I mean, if like I always thought to myself, my grandfather was a revolutionary. He fought in a local war here in the Southwest, right? I would say, well, he had to live like in the jungle by himself, right? And not my grandfather, my great grandfather. So I always thought to myself, like, all right, this guy was being a haunted life, right? And I'm complaining about money. So I need to change the way my brain is rotted, right? So that's what actually took me out. And Grandpa Art, yes, yes, yes. And shout out for them because they went through wars, right? And I mean, also when I see newer generation, even my generation, right, going through a couple of problems. And I don't judge anybody because every head is a world, right? But kind of like I go like, all right, guy. I mean, it's not at the end of the world, and I have gone through this. All right, I know how hard it feels, especially when you are feeling it, right? And it's not like I'm gonna go here and hey, buddy, don't feel bad, and then just magically I'm just gonna don't feel bad about it. All right, I mean that doesn't work, right? But it is always comfortable to know that you know that somebody also went through it and then made it alive, right? So that's what I don't keep it too into the shades. I don't really like to talk about it that much, but I do find myself coming back to this episode and kind of like just grasping a little bit of what I went through, and that is to like give people hope. And that also gets me back on why I will not be sharing actual money values, all right? I will be sharing win rate. And by the way, I'm gonna get started from scratch this upcoming month. So I'm gonna start from zero, all right? From back again zero, and I'm gonna be rebuilding it for this upcoming year. So stay with me, guys, because right now we have a crazy high leverage. I mean, crazy, no leverage, so sorry. Crazy large win rate, right? We do have a crazy high win rate, and I want to kind of reset it to show new users that it's just a working process, right? So it's not that you're just gonna wake up one time and become a 99% win rate trader, all right? And if I start just showing how big of my account is, that might demoralize new users. And that is not the point. The point is that you know what percentage it is recommended, right? How to handle your percentage, and just to know that you just need to keep grinding it, right? So the important part, it is not to lose, right? So what is the key of winning, guys? Please, veterans, what is the key of winning? Not losing. Yes, exactly, guys. So that is one of the mantras, right? And that's what we're gonna be working on not losing money. Because when you rule out losing, what is there left to do? Win, right? So strategy, also love it. Win, exactly. There you go. Also, my win rate dropped like 14% this week because you're kind of like getting started, but also take note on why it dropped. Bring it to the class, buddy. And that's what we're here for, right? Do not share quantities. Do not share, I mean, you can share percentages, opening positions, or like price opening, price closing, what you looked at the charts. And I can very gladly take a look at your case right here, and we can do an assessment on what could have gone wrong, what I would have done differently, right? And then kind of like a build up that confidence on knowing that at some point we are gonna mess up, but it's just basically we need to do a step back, right? Take some notes, study the case, reassess, and then do the next step up ahead, all right? So, Kim Cool, that's what I want to dedicate you a class because of the thing that we talked about last time. Because now it's about to, I mean, when I believe you increased like what? What was it? Like a 40% something, your win rate, right? Total net percentage increase was something like that, wasn't it? Please correct me if I'm wrong. So now it's not getting, there you go, from 34 to 85, right? Now the important thing is to get you on that 85-ish percentage, right? That is a difficult thing. So understanding the basics, which you already dominate, that is what takes you to 34 to 85. Being on 85, sticking around the 85, that is the complex part, right? And that's what I want to go kind of like around that on what I do to stay around that 85. By the way, my own calculations for myself, it gets me somewhere around 94, 95, right? That is variable, and that is based on the previous whole year, right? So that's what we're gonna get. We started it, and we're gonna start from zero. So just keep seeing short trades from BTC to get wrecked. All right, yes, absolutely, absolutely. But look at this way. Not financial advice, all right? I'm just trying to see how am I gonna say it, not to induce a financial advice, but not financial advice. We are bullish in trend, weekly bullish. Let me even confirm that. I don't want to lie to you. Let me just make sure that I am correctly stating that one. So let's go here. Let's go. Oh, RDR. We need to take a look at that one. All right. Too much blah, blah, blah. We still have 15 minutes. All right. Let's go here. Let's right click it, open. There we go. That, whatever. And then let's go to weekly. And for me to understand whether I'm bullish, bearish, I'm going to be looking at three things, right? Can you remind me what three things I'm going to be looking at? If you don't know, just give it a guess, guys. All right. So where am I based on the dynamic reactor? All right. Where am I based on the oscillator? And look at that. It's flipping up. Flipping up. And we have a very nice look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. All right. And so we are bullish. Remember that consolidation, it's another way of correcting. Consolidation, it's another way of correcting, all right? So if we do not correct, but we do a consolidation, that's why we do the hedging strategy. Remember that in 4 hour, I believe that was on this chart. No, it wasn't on this one. Where is it? Oh, it was on Binance, I believe so. Come on, Binance. Let me see. All right. Binance, let me see if I had on Coinbase. We had a trend line going on in here. Yeah, let me just redraw it. In fact, now I do remember I did that on KuCoin. It was this trend line. So I was going, it's not about the breakout, it's about the retest, and off we go. We confirm this with support, and that's when I start doing hedging. Remember that. And then I start saying, well, we should have gone down, but we held together, so we're strong. And this is what I told you guys. I already have bought in that area. I'm not gonna buy more, right? So if you're planning to short, just wait for maybe, when we get very close to these areas where we are right now, right? I mean, but this is not a short entry, because look at that. We have a goose head in here. So we could be going for a double top, and that double top in here, look at what happened, goes farther up. From this one to this one, look at that, beautiful, to the triple top, look at that. And I'm talking about triple top down here, all right? So right here, we're going for that double top, so most probably we could be retracing to this area, and then kind of like going for a push up. What kind of retracement? I'm counting to be something like that, slight retracement, all right? So if you're gonna go short, be cautious, because you are shorting a bull market. Weekly, we are bullish. So remember, the trend is your friend until the end, right? I am expecting a pullback, but I'm not gonna be shorting the pullback. Just remember, I do have my first position. I changed it for 38 to 40. I already have updated that. So if the price goes to 40, this is gonna be executing a spot buy, all right? Not leveraged. Then if it goes back down, I'll looking at 36, all right? So 36, another alert. All right, it's time to move into the alerts, because it seems like it's going to be a very profitable week. All right, RNDR first, and there we go. Let's see if that is behaving like it is, or like we were expecting. 4 hours, breaking this one. I am expecting a possible U form here, U formation. So what's happening? I'm still going bullish. So let me remove this. Here we go. I'm still going bullish, looking for a possibility of a flip of the ribbon for a very small short. All right, still not entry. I'm still gonna be adding an alert right here again. All right, and I think that is too low, so let's do it here to confirm when I'm breaking that trend line. And then I'm going to be doing another alert right here on the money flow POC, all right, for possible flip of the ribbon down here and possible breakout. So still on the play on RNDR. So we have already a plan. Stick to the plan, not financial advice. Let's go to Algo. Algo just ring the alert in here, all right? So what we got in here in Algo, we had the retest, and off we go. So, I mean, I did not enter that retest, so I'm gonna be waiting for a little bit. All right, at the end of this class, what I'm gonna be doing, it's gonna be a long position right somewhere around here, and just in case, I'm gonna be waiting for a possible other second opportunity back and forth like that, all right? I need to be extremely careful here, because I just broke to the dynamic reactor. I had the retest, and I could very much start flipping up there, all right? What will be the countermeasure? Look at that. I am passing, or I'm moving from 5 to 6, all right? I'm still neutral, which means I could very much still within, oh, come on. Or this very much could be a Wyckoff fake out, all right? Remember, but if I make this one, oh my God, this is gonna be a perfect textbook Wyckoff breakout, all right? I called this a spring. It is not called a spring, but this is the upside swing. That's what I called it. I'm just acknowledging that I'm wrong on there, but I'm gonna still calling it that way. All right, guys. So be careful here. This is what I'm expecting, but that's what I'm aiming down here. Maybe I will be able to catch it or caught it. All right. I'm still gonna be doing another alert in here and another alert maybe in there in case I do get just left out. All right. I'm not gonna be chasing after the price. I did not jump into this retest, so it's too bad for me. I just need to play with what I got. All right. Not all the trades are gonna happen as we expect. Any questions so far? Please let me know. I was 94, 95, lost before joining the group. Oh, one way, thank you for sharing, brother. Really appreciate that. I just got back to 0 loss and bad trade. I FOMO in on a bad was 98. Nice, 98. I call it winning. Absolutely. Hopefully, never do it again. I just kept seeing shorts. All right, so I just kind of gave you the heads up on what am I, because I also I'm wanting to short Bitcoin for real, right? But I need to fight my sentiment because I do acknowledge that I am a sentimental trader. So that's something that I need to constantly need to measure, reassess, and control, right? So let's see, prime score, dynamic reactor, and oscillator. So for that, brother, I mean, we don't have time for that one. Not to be mean, please take a look at we have all of that in tutorials, right? I'll be glad to do it at the beginning of the class, especially Monday and Tuesday, right? So if you join Monday, please make sure you come up with that first time of the class, because that usually is going to be taking me the full hour to explain fast, all right? So MSA, please come back Monday. I'll be very glad to explain one or two of those in depth, but you need to be early and let me know, all right? So Kim, I was only looking at short time frames. Oh, I see. Dynamic reactor, volume zone, oscillator. I don't know what we're talking about there, but okay. It was only for scalping short time frame. I'm trying to short the bull market. Yeah, I mean, but the same thing happens to me, right? Please ICP. All right, we have 10 minutes. We can do ICP. 1 second. It was respond what I look into identified trends. What we look to identify trend mode or higher highs, higher lows. To answer that, not asking you to explain. All right, so then what are you asking? What do you get the ribbon on the OC? How do you get the ribbon on the OC up? Like how do I do the ribbon? Let's I don't know what you're talking about, but let me guess. Let me guess the answer. I completely removed the oscillator. So I'm going to go here, make sure that it is from the invite only scripts. All right, that's it. Do not do it from favorites, from the invite only script. And then Prime Oscillator Pro. All right, come on. Did it add it already? There we go. Nice. All right, now that it's added, let's just give it a sec because right now, TradingView is a little bit handicap. This is what you're going to be looking at. I'm going to show you my configuration. For further configuration explanation, visit my settings, chart prime settings. You can find it on additional content, tips and tricks, and you're going to be seeing the video called chart prime settings. Then I'm going to be using the Prime Oscillator Pro. I'm going to be looking, yes, divergences. Oh, this is not it, sorry. This is from the MFI. So do divergences. I do want the bands. I'm not going to be using the dots or the band breaks, all right? This is bullish divergence. So green, still green, very good. All right. Bearish divergence, I'm going to override it to red, very red. All right. Then hidden bullish divergence, I'm not going to be trading on those, so I'm going to be turning it off. Then hidden bullish divergences, sorry, hidden bearish divergences, I'm going to be also turning it off because I'm not going to be using it. And multiple divergence, it gets that way. Then on styles, scrolling down almost all the way down here, zero line. I want the full opacity, make it a little bit thicker, and just to end it up here, last line, all right, solid line. That's going to be giving me the zero line. On the bullish control line, I want it green, click away, and that is going to be negative 95, all right? And the bearish goes for red, and then positive 95. Those lines, look at this, I have a green dotted dashed line here. And as I click away from this one, another red dotted line, dashed line is going to appear there. All right, ready? Click away. There we go. Why am I using those lines? Let me show you very quick. When the ribbon gets in the channel between the dashed line and the red area, all right, I'm gonna be overbought on an overbought zone, which means I'm gonna be plotting a golden box in every single candle that the ribbon stays within this channel, all right? It's telling you, hey buddy, we are overbought. We don't know when are we gonna be reversing because we don't have that calculation set up yet, but stay tuned, all right? We could be keep going overbought, all right? And as you can see, we went overbought all the way there. And as the ribbon breaks the dashed line, all right, as the ribbon breaks the dash line, that is the threshold trigger for the OB overbought signal, all right? So basically it's telling you, hey, we're breaking out of the overbought zone, so we were now overbought. Now it's sure that we are overbought, so the price the price should now be moving. Take action there, all right? Please let me know if that answered your question. And I'm gonna be going to, what was it, IBT or ICT? Let me read you. What was it? Please type it ICP, and we're gonna end up with this one. So is it ICP crypto or are we talking about this one? I believe it's crypto. I'm gonna pull it up and then I'm gonna go and read you guys. ICP crypto or ICP, UCP, perfect. Yeah, it was crypto, perfect. All right, let's take a look at crypto. All right, ICP, let me do a little bit of rooming here, and I'm gonna go to daily because this is daily analysis. Here we go, let's go all the way down here, and ICP, we made a couple of trades, and you can see those trades playing out. Look at that. As we broke trend lines with alerts, with a ranging calculation, all right, it's not about the breakout, it's about the retest. Oh, let me get rid of that. It's about oh, come on. It's about the retest, and off we go. We have a secondary chance and blow it up. So we've been doing great on ICP, all right? It's time to take a look at now what we have. We have a triangular pattern. We can see it right here with this trend line. I also can add another manual trend line. Let's do so. I'm gonna take not this one, but where I have the bulk of this trend lines, and then I'm gonna pass it down. I will be taking that one like that, all right? So something like that. I am ignoring this overshoot just to give me a little bit of a wiggle room, right? And also look at what I got here. This one, if I double click on here, you will see that it is in inputs, the money flow POC, which it's in, come on. Here we go. Money flow POC, that's it, all right? So that is our resistance. At this point, I'm gonna right click and lock that one and add an alert, all right? So now that I have a major alert there, I'm also gonna be adding a secondary trend line, which goes all the way down there to all the way up there. Again, I'm gonna be ignoring this overshoot. Why? Because I want the body reaction here because I am on daily. On the 4-hour, I'll fine-tune that entry, all right? So right click, let's lock that one, and then also add a alert. You can also do this the easy way, which is going to your trend line and changing your trend line, trend lines to small. I'm not going to because my pinpoint area is gonna be on the 4-hour, all right? 4-hour is gonna be giving me more definition. Let's go there. So here we go. We can still see that one. Also, I'm gonna be throwing one of my channels here. So let me see if I'm able. So RSI Prime, I need to get rid of that one. I'm gonna go ahead and add another instance of Market Dynamics Pro just to not make a mess, all right? Also, another thing that I'm gonna be doing to reduce the mess that I have, it is on my trend lines, not looking at history, that will clean up most of these lines. Here we go. Just the latest, which is this one that I drew, all right? Can I move it? No, all right. But you'll see that, look at that. It gave me this automatic trend line, which is almost exactly as the one that I drew manually, all right? So look at it, is very, very precise. Next thing I'm gonna be doing, again, is gonna be adding from the invite-only scripts, all right, Market Dynamics Pro. That Market Dynamics Pro, I'm gonna turn it off because I don't want that mess, and then I'm gonna go ahead and edit it. I'm gonna be turning off BOS. Oh, by the way, this could be a great opportunity to use this one. I'm not going to because I can see, I'm good at watching that, all right? So I'm not gonna be using this tool. So But this is a good option to start looking where we start making a change of character or a break of structure to go to the upside. All right. At this point, what I want to do, it is add my patterns here, and I'm gonna go for the channel. It's gonna be wrapped, and the channel is gonna be medium. I believe that it's gonna bring up this channel that I'm watching just to show you. Here we go, perfect. If I also start looking at this one, we'll have another channel, but I like way better chart patterns. Why? Look at where is it going, or mostly where is it going, right? There we go. And also pairs with this area right here. So I have a little bit more precision on the where it goes down, where it's go up, down, and what do you think is going to happen? But again, I have the center right here of that channel. All right, the center of the channel. It also conveys with a negative volume right here on my volume profile. All right. So what I'm going to be doing there, just to give me a little bit more kind of like easy to understand section. Here we go. I'm going to draw that box and add where is that box, which also is where is my confluence between the center of the channel, the trend line that I draw, the bottom of the channel. All right. Well, the bottom of the channel is all the way there, but you can see that confluence there. I'm just going to finish it up to taking everything apart, all right, so or turning everything off mostly. I already have extracted most of the information that I need. Here we go, to keep it as simple as possible. And then I will be looking just, for example, if I'm bearish, yes, look at that. This trend is not trend, sorry, the prime ranges is starting to turning red there. This is telling me I have more bearish pressure there, right? And look at that, it's right inside that box. I mean, pretty precise there. Let's now turn it off. Come on, trading view. Turn the next one on, which again, it is a volume profile. We already have noted that one, so let's skip it. Now support and resistance. Would I have resistance? Well, then very close to that resistance area. All right. Now let's go. Oh, it's repeated. I need to clean this up. I have a mess in here. And finalizing, let's just take a look at where are my order blocks in here. So these other order blocks are all the way up here. So what I'm going to be doing, it's adding a secondary box in case, just in case, which at this point, I don't believe that we're going to be doing that. But just in case that, where is my pen tool, my brush? Here we go. Just in case we blast through it, we're going to get here. We most likely are going to go for a retest, opening along there and shooting up. All right. That is for plan B. Plan A will be dropping. All right. What is going to be triggering my action? FOR. Look at that. We are not even on overbought area. So I could be maybe going slightly up, which I believe it's going to be that hump, you know, like that going up and then breaking back down. But I need to see the speed of the oscillator. So there you go, ICP. Let me just save this one, and I'm going to be adding my alerts because I will be trading ICP. All right. ICP right here, all right, and also below as for the base right there. I'm going to be adjusting that one a little bit slightly to the upside, all right, and that is it. All right, let's go to the standalone and talk it out, guys. So, oh, there we go. So what is up, guys? Let me read you and see what I have. ICP. It was crypto, perfect. When I hear ICP, I hear insane clown Posey. I don't know what you're talking about. You send me a gift or something so I can feel down on the joke. It looks like previous BTC range chart before breaking now. Kind of. Yes, kind of. But I don't know. Kind of, but in a macro level, right? I mean, love them. Love them. I also clicked that little button there. It looks like the previous BTC range, all right, BTC trying to break up again, could be, and that is more retail driven. So be careful, be careful. I would not be shorting Bitcoin at this point, not yet. Not me, right? I mean, I could be going wrong, but again, I'm not, at this point, I will not be shorting Bitcoin because we are uptrending. When I start seeing breaking a trend line, then I'll start trying to short Bitcoin. But with a very high risk, it will be a very high risk trade there. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining today. We are almost exactly now with the time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this class. Stay tuned because today it's gonna be uploaded yesterday class, and today in the evening we're gonna be uploading this class. All right, so stay tuned, guys. Thank you so much for being a part of these sessions. Remember that tomorrow we have the morning coffee. So if you guys have any friends that you want to invite for a demo class or a demo class, tomorrow is the day, so you can bring them up. We can shout them up also. And also, guys, remember that you do have an affiliate link. You can use it with your friends. Just ask support for that, and you will have a little kickback on your suggestion. I mean, you don't need to suggest it if you don't like to. I'm just throwing that out there in case you are planning to invite somebody. You could get a little kickback there. So, guys, thank you so much for your time. I'm always trying to provide you as much information, as much as a quality information as I can, as much value as I can. Hopefully I'm doing so. Your opinion matters to me. Please let me know where I can improve. There's always room for improvement, right? And I'm all ear for you guys. So let's just wrap it up. Guys, thank you so much for participating. And as always, see you tomorrow.